break it all down, we've got our go-to finance guru, Mark, back in the studio. Mark, welcome.
Thanks for having me back, Chloe. And you're absolutely right. This is one of the easiest, lowest-hanging fruit moves in personal finance. It's a no-brainer, especially right now.
So let's start with the basics for anyone who's tuning in and thinking, what now? Mark, what exactly is an HYSA, and how is it different from the savings account I have with, say, one of the big brick-and-mortar banks?
Great question. An HYSA, or high-yield savings account, works just like your regular savings account. It's a place to park your cash. The massive difference is the interest rate, or what's called the annual percentage yield, the APY. The national average, as you said, is a pathetic 0.4%, but the top HYSAs today are offering between 3.5% and 4.5%. So on a $10,000 savings, that's the difference between earning $40 a year and earning over $400 a year for doing nothing.
$40 versus $400? That's insane. And why can these online banks offer so much more?
It's all about overhead. Online-only banks like SoFi, Ally, and Capital One don't have the massive expense of maintaining thousands of physical branches. They pass those savings directly to you in the form of higher interest rates. It's how they compete for your business.
Okay, so the returns are fantastic. But the big question everyone has is my money safe?
Crucial point. Yes. As long as the bank is federally insured, that's FDIC for banks or NCUA for credit unions, your money is protected up to $250,000 per depositor. It is just as safe as it is in your current bank. You aren't gambling, you're just earning a much better return.
That's the reassurance people need. Now, your team did a deep dive and came up with a list of the top 10 HYSAs right now. Let's hit some of the highlights. Who's at the top of the pack?
Right now, SoFi is making a huge splash. Their high-yield savings account is offering up to 4.5% APY for new customers who meet some direct deposit requirements. Even their standard rate is a strong 3.8%, and they have no monthly fees or minimum balances, which is a huge plus.
4.5% is wild. Who else is competitive?
We've got Basque Bank and Everbank, both at a very solid 4.05%. Then you have a cluster around the high threes. Synchrony Bank at 3.8%, Tab Bank at 3.8%, and Barclays at 3.7%. And you also have some very recognizable names like American Express at 3.5% and Ally and Capital One at 3.4%.
So it's not just one obscure bank. There are a lot of great options. Now, you mentioned that the Fed might cut rates soon. What does that mean for these accounts?
Another great question. The rates on HYSAs are variable. That means they can go up, but they can also go down. When the Federal Reserve cuts its benchmark rate, banks usually follow suit and lower the APYs they offer on these accounts. That's why the time to act is now, to lock in these historically high rates before they potentially start to fall.
So it's a bit of a strike while the iron is hot situation. Now let's talk about the fine print. What should people be looking for when they're comparing these accounts, besides the headline rate?
3 key things. Fees. Steer clear of accounts with monthly maintenance fees. They will eat your interest. Minimums. Many of the best, like the ones we listed, have no minimum deposit to open. That's what you want. And access. How easy is it to get your money? Some, like Synchrony, offer an ATM card. Others, like American Express, require you to transfer funds electronically, which can take a day or two.
And I know people will ask, are there any limits on withdrawals?
There can be. A federal rule was suspended, but some banks still impose a limit of 6 convenient withdrawals or transfers per month. If you need to tap into your savings more often than that, you might want to look for an account that's more flexible or pair it with a checking account at the same bank for instant transfers.
This is all amazing for an emergency fund or saving for a down payment. But Mark, is an HYSA the best place for all of my savings? What about for retirement?
Excellent distinction, Chloe. An HYSA is perfect for your short-term goals. Think emergency fund, vacation fund, down payment for a house you want to buy in the next few years. It's safe and accessible. But for long-term goals like retirement, which might be 20 or 30 years away, you'll likely get a much higher return by investing in the stock market through IRAs and 401ks. An HYSA protects your money from inflation, but investing helps it grow significantly over decades.
So it's about using the right tool for the job. HYSA for the short game, investing for the long game.
Exactly.
Mark, this has been incredibly helpful. To wrap up, what is the one takeaway you want our listeners to have?
Don't let your hard-earned cash sit in a savings account that's basically asleep. In less than 30 minutes, you can open a high-yield savings account, start earning a competitive return, and make your money work for you. It's the simplest upgrade you can make to your financial health.
Love it. Thank you, Mark. For links to the full list of top-rated high-yield savings accounts we discussed, head over to our show notes at the link in the description. That's all the time we have for today. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend who could also use a savings boost. Until next time, make your money work for you.